In this video, I will show you how to solve cosine nx equals cosine mx or cosine nx equals negative cosine mx. For first equation, this is a positive cosine. Positive cosine will be in the first and fourth quadrant. So we assume mx equals alpha. So for the first quadrant, it will be cosine mx. For the fourth quadrant, you have two choices. You can use this 2 pi minus alpha or negative alpha. It's really up to you. Let's use cosine negative mx to stand for the fourth quadrant. So you have cosine nx equals cosine mx or cosine nx equals cosine negative mx. For the first equation, we can set up nx equals mx plus period times k. We know for cosine x, period is 2 pi. So I will add 2 pi times k. K is all integers. For the second equation, I can set up nx equals negative mx plus 2 pi times k. K is all integers. For cosine nx equals negative cosine mx, since this is a negative cosine, will be on the second and third quadrant. So we can rewrite negative cosine mx as a cosine pi minus mx or cosine pi plus mx. In other words, we have a cosine nx equals cosine pi minus mx or cosine nx equals cosine pi plus mx. For the first equation, we have nx equals pi minus mx plus 2 pi times k. K is all integers. For second equation, we can set up nx equals pi plus mx plus 2 pi times k. K is all integers. Let's go to example. A. Cosine 3x equals negative cosine 2x. X is greater than negative pi less than pi. Let's go to the diagram. The reference angle alpha. Here is pi minus alpha. This is a pi plus alpha and 2 pi minus alpha. First of all, we will decide in which quadrant cosine is negative. In second and then the third quadrant. We will assume this alpha equals 2x. So we can write down pi minus 2x. Or we will have a cosine pi plus 2x. In this way, we got two equations. We have cosine 3x equals cosine pi minus 2x, or cosine 3x equals cosine pi plus 2x. We label this is the first equation, this is the second equation. We will solve these two equations separately. We do know for cosine x, period is 2 pi. So for the first equation, we can write down 3x equals pi minus 2x plus 2 pi times k. K is all integers. Let's solve this. Isolate the x on one side. So negative 2x, move to the left side, change the sign, you will have a 5x equals pi plus 2 pi times k. Then divided by 5, we will get x equals pi plus 2 pi times k over 5. Remember the domain is x greater than negative pi less than pi. When k equals 0, x equals pi over 5. When k equals positive or negative 1, x equals positive 1, we get 3 pi over 5. Negative 1, we get negative pi over 5. When k equals positive or negative 2, x equals positive 2, that is 5 pi over 5. Negative 2, you will get negative 3 pi over 5. For 5 pi over 5, we reduce x equals pi and a negative 3 pi over 5. Look at this domain, x is less than pi. For positive 2, we stop here. Then try negative, k equals negative 3. Then x equals, we plug in here, 2 pi times negative 3, that's negative 6 pi. Then plus pi, you will get negative 5 pi over 5. That equals negative pi. Look at this domain. So we stop here. This is not the solution. Then we get solution 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's solve the second equation. We have cosine 3x equals cosine pi plus 2x. We will set up 3x equals pi plus 2x plus 2 pi times k. Isolate the x on one side, you will get the x equals pi plus 2 pi k. K is all integers. When k equals 0, x equals pi. It's already out of domain. So we cross out. When k equals positive or negative 1. For positive 1, x equals 3 pi. Negative 1, x equals negative pi. It's all out of domain. So we get these 4 solutions.